The quiet streets of Glyconera, a picturesque suburb of Athens, seemed to whisper of contentment. Families strolled through the parks, children played, and lives unfolded in tranquility. But within the confines of one home, a sinister truth was waiting to be unearthed, a truth that would shatter the illusion of safety and love. At just 15 years old, Caroline Crouch, a spirited and ambitious teenager, found herself swept into the arms of Babis Anagnostopoulos, a charming helicopter pilot more than a decade her senior. Their romance was nothing short of cinematic. Babis, with his audacious gestures, including flying over her school to impress her, seemed to embody every young girl's dream of romance. 3 years later, they eloped in Portugal, solidifying their bond in what seemed like a whirlwind love story. The world saw a perfect couple living a dream life, a devoted husband, a loving wife, and eventually a beautiful baby girl. But behind the curated Instagram posts and smiles lay a relationship fraught with darkness. May 11, 2021 began like any other night. The Anagnostopoulos household was quiet, with their 11-month-old daughter sleeping peacefully. But by 4:30 a.m., that silence was replaced by chaos. Babis would later recount a tale of horror. Masked intruders had broken into their home, binding and gagging him, brutally murdering Caroline, and leaving their infant to cry over her lifeless body. The scene he described was harrowing. According to Babis, the robbers demanded money and valuables, turning the house upside down. Despite the couple's compliance, he claimed the intruders smothered Caroline with a pillow, silencing her forever. The morning light revealed a scene of carnage. Caroline's body lay face down on the bed, her smartwatch painting a chilling timeline. Her heart rate spiked at 4:05 a.m., indicating extreme distress, before stopping entirely at 4:11 a.m. Near her, their infant daughter cried inconsolably. Adding to the horror, the family's beloved husky was found hanging from its leash in the yard, a cruel act meant, perhaps, to reinforce the narrative of ruthless burglars. Babis became the face of a grieving husband. He spoke to the media with tear-filled eyes, holding his daughter close as he begged for justice. Greece watched, heartbroken, as this young father mourned his wife and sought answers. Authorities launched an intense investigation. They followed Babis's claims, examining local criminals, reviewing CCTV footage, and tracing the alleged escape routes of the intruders. For weeks, the story dominated headlines, with public sympathy firmly on Babis's side. Despite the initial outpouring of support, inconsistencies began to emerge. The window through which Babis claimed the intruders had entered was too small to fit an adult. Caroline's smartwatch data did not align with the timeline Babis provided. Even more damning, security camera footage showed that the device's memory card had been removed hours before the supposed break-in. Neighbors reported hearing nothing unusual: no shouts, no footsteps, only the distressed barking of the family's dog. Investigators began to suspect that the crime scene might have been staged. On June 17, 2021, after 37 days of investigation, police summoned Babis to the station. Presented with irrefutable evidence, he confessed there were no masked intruders. In a moment of rage, he had smothered Caroline during an argument. The entire story of the robbery had been a fabrication, meticulously planned to conceal his crime. Babis admitted to killing their dog to make the scene more convincing. He had bound himself with duct tape and staged the ransacking of their home before calling the police with his nose, while still restrained. Caroline's diary, later uncovered, painted a picture of a troubled marriage. The young mother felt trapped and suffocated by Babis's controlling nature. She had written about her desire to leave him, to start anew. On the night of her murder, an argument erupted over her plans to leave, culminating in the unthinkable. Babis's confession sent shockwaves through Greece. The man who had been mourned as a victim was now revealed as a manipulative murderer. His trial became a national spectacle, sparking conversations about domestic violence and the facade of perfection often maintained by abusers. Caroline's family, devastated by the loss of their daughter, sought justice. Babis was charged with premeditated murder, animal cruelty, and obstruction of justice. He received a life sentence, ensuring he would never again walk free. Caroline Crouch's death was a tragedy, but her story has become a catalyst for change. Her name is now a symbol of the need to address domestic abuse and protect vulnerable individuals. Organizations in Greece and beyond have launched campaigns to educate and support victims, ensuring that Caroline's legacy is one of empowerment and hope. Her memory lives on, not just as a cautionary tale, but as a call to action. The quiet streets of Glyconera may never forget the darkness that unfolded there, but through awareness and advocacy, a brighter future can be built. Thank you for watching. If you have a personal story to share, feel free to email me at the address provided in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video. Stay safe.